and to serve the poor with my wealth. Today, I open myself to the abundance of your universe. Use me as your channel of love. Give me the ability to create wealth that will bless the world, increase my financial wisdom, and expand my territories. I place my life in your hands. Amen. Okay. Welcome po sa lahat. So you are here now for a financial literacy class, and this is a book study. Um, that is where the content of the book study is from this book. So you can see here the title, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future, Become Your Own Financial Educator. And at the back of the book, it says, financial education is not just for the wealthy, it's for everyone. So wala pong pili. Okay, so we may not be able to discuss everything in this book because we only have 1 hour, but we will definitely tackle, we have extracted the most important concepts and strategies that we need to, that will guide us now for us to achieve financial freedom. Okay, so before I start, let me just introduce myself. Ako po si Maria Shirina Advincala. I am a homemaker, a mom of 2. I believe that that is the most important role that I have right now, and that's the reason why I'm doing this also, because it is for my family, right? And I'm also an AFP of the Registered Financial Planner of the Philippines, and an advocate and trainer of IMG since 2016. That was January when I joined IMG, and I'm a senior marketing director, green jacket trainer, certified life insurance underwriter, and an investor and entrepreneur. Okay po. Sige, let's start. So, who is IMG ba talaga, ano? Which stands for International Marketing Group. But ba yung friend ko na ito keeps on encouraging me to join a class, to join IMG, keeps on bugging me, mag-join ka na, or pasok ka na ng class namin kasi makakapagbago talaga ito ng buhay mo. So this is what happened to me talaga, no? The past, 4 years ago, I joined the class, and talagang binago niya yung buhay ko, at hindi lang ko, but ang buong pamilya ko at ang mga taong na-sharean ko din about IMG, no? So we have real accounts here. And IMG is a community of savers and investors. We are an environment, and what we advocate on is financial education. If you would look at the society right now, do you know of an institution that really advocates on financial education? Or do you just know of companies na nagbebenta ng insurances, ng, like banks and insurance companies? So wala talagang organization na nagsusulong ng financial education. We know a lot of organizations like social civic organizations like Rotary Club, and what they do most is charity dole out, and say Toastmasters, so they promote good public speaking, no, and marami pang iba, mga religious institutions. Now what we do is financial education, and it's really important, right, sa lahat talaga, and this reason the Philippines is mahirap pa na country, but we are developing, of course, no, because we lack financial education. And once we are financially educated, meaning mataas na yung IQ natin, financial IQ natin, less na yung financial mistakes, meaning, for example, makakuha ka or mabentahan ka ng financial product na mahal, or say, ma-scam ka, di ba? Kasi once you're financially educated, you can discern what is a scam and not. And naglipa na po yung scam, hindi lang po, di ba, last year, meron yung mga baboy-baboy, manok-manok. And then ngayon, meron namang dinaan pa sa Bitcoin. So, naglipa na sila. So, if you're not financially educated, you are bound to, to be attracted to it. And baka hindi mo rin alam, ikaw nakakapag-scam na din ng ibang tao. Right? And marami pa pong iba. So, when we are equipped ng right financial information, we get to have better financial decisions and less financial mistakes. All right? Now, who are with us in this campaign? As you can see, we have Miss Karina Sanchez, and she's holding our book. And in our book, no, sabi niya talaga dito, no, while she's campaigning, and she is still right now, no? When she campaigns, yung advocacy niya talaga is for people to become debt free, na makawala sa utang. Kasi di ba ang ganda ng pakiramdam siguro na wala kang utang, right? And she shared her story before na dumaan din siya sa ganyan. Before we'd see her na at the peak of her career, sikat na sikat siya, very successful newscaster, but inaman niya talaga na at that time baon siya sa utang, right? And IMG was able to help her, you know, be back on track with her finances. And right now, she's very happy to really share how IMG has helped her. And we also see here Tito Boy Abunda. Tito Boy Abunda naman is sumusulong din ng tamang pag-ipon. Kasi marami namang klase ng pag-iipon. Siya yung tamang pag-iipon. At she educates the Filipino people also about the importance of life insurance. And he represents, or he's the ambassador of MB Life, which is the partner ng IMG on life insurance, the most affordable insurance right now, because life insurance doesn't have to be expensive, and we all need it, especially, I mean, the breadwinners, the money machine of the family, we need it. And then at the left side, we'd see here Brother Bo Sanchez. I bet you know him already because he's a very famous missionary, a Catholic preacher, right? And with him is our founders ng IMG. We have Brother Bo, I mean, Sir Joel de las Peñas, Sir Bart, and Sir Noel. So si Brother Bo, credit din niya yung kaalaman niyang pang-financial ngayon sa ating mga mentors. No? So if you are here in IMG, that means you are being mentored by the people who have mentored Brother Bo Sanchez. So congratulations in advance, right? And we are on a campaign to achieve 30 million by 2030. It's a financial literacy campaign. It's a bold declaration to achieve 30 million by 2030. And right now we are at 1.8 million. Okay, and congratulations, because for being here in the class makes you be includes you here in the count, okay, because you would know the concepts. And please go back to your inviter, the one who invited you here, and ask for you to be logged or registered to our counter. And you know, every convention we have this raffle na if mabunutan ka, you can get an iPad, and also the campaigner who campaigned to you. So baka lang naman manalo tayo, ano? But the important thing here is ma-educate tayo. Okay? Sige, so start na po tayo ng ating book study. So sa forward po mismo ng ating book study, si Brother Bo po yung may gawa. Sabi niya dito, friend, this book is your ticket to upgrading your financial life. Read it, devour it, and share it with people who need a financial revolution in their life. Powerful, ano? So baka hindi lang din kayo na andito. Most probably, marami tayong kakilala na kailangan ng financial revolution sa buhay nila ngayon. So please, please share IMG to them. We have helped many Filipinos because of this book na makaahon sa utang, na masakto yung pundasyon nila, okay, ng kanilang buhay pampinansyal. Okay? And then sabi din sa libro, no, when it comes to securing and saving their future, many good people fail. Smart people fail. Hardworking people fail. Young people fail. Old people fail. Doctors, teachers, engineers, many end up retiring without enough savings. Do you agree with this? May mga kakilala ba tayong mababait, pero naghihirap pa rin? Pero of course, may mga kilala tayong mababait. I know a lot of people, of good people na mayayaman din. Pero marami din akong kakilala na super bait pero naghihirap. Bakit ka na? Ano yung difference? Pareho naman silang mabuti. So the difference is lack of financial education pa rin. Many smart people fail. Kahit anong success mo academically or professionally, some of these people still retire or end up poor. And kahit hardworking, no? Overtime tayo ng overtime, pero nagsa-struggle pa rin sa pera. Young people fail. Yung mga Gen Z natin, ano? YOLO na YOLO. Yung trend ngayon, milk tea lang ng milk tea, or you know, we need to help them, because if they won't be equipped with proper personal finance na information, they're bound to really fail later on, and old people fail. And this is the reflection of, look at the society right now ng Philippines, most of the retirees, kulang, hindi sapat talaga yung pang-retire nila. Sometimes they outlive their retirement and end up, their sons or their kids or their relatives supporting them because hindi enough yung pang-retirement nila. Minsan nga yung pension na nakukuha from the government or like SSS is kulang pa pang maintenance lang ng gamot. And says here, doctors, teachers, engineers, so kahit mga tingin natin successful and self-employed, nagsa-struggle din sila. So many end up retiring without enough savings. These people don't set out to fail. They do because they fail to plan and manage their personal finances. They lack financial education. So ito ang kulang kung bakit. And we'll know more why. Okay? Now it says here, so we can control our future. It's in our hands. Hindi siya nasa hand ng government. Blame pa naman tayo ng blame ng government. Ang dami daw mga utang, pero ikaw, reflect mo, dapat alam mo din na yung financial foundation mo is sakto, debt-free ka din, di ba? Mind tayo ng mind ng nasa labas, minsan hindi natin iniisip kung ano yung personal economy natin. Right? It's not in the hands of the government. It's not in the hands of our employer. It's not in the hands of our broker. It's in our hands. So what we have to do is just to really learn personal finance. So earn active income. So ano ba yon? Tayo mga Pilipino, very masipag. Kahit may full-time work tayo, meron pa tayo minsan mga racket. Even on this pandemic na time, maraming nagbebenta ng halaman, ng mga desserts. So maraket talaga tayo. We are masipag. But bakit ba naghihirap pa rin? Wala pa rin naiipon. So ano yung kulang? So kulang tayo ng save, the discipline to save money. And why is that? So makikita natin na kulang yung community, walang community talaga of savers and investors, pero marami yung community ng gastador, right? And sabi pa nga ni Jim Rohn, I think you know him also, di ba, yung famous na philosopher, sabi niya, you are an average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So if you're always with mga gastador, so most likely you are a gastador or with chismosa. So baka chismoso ka din. But if you have a set of friends na savers and investors, so you're more likely to become a saver and investor as well. So make sure that you belong to a community kasi it matters talaga. Mahirap mag-save na ikaw lang mag-isa. Kaya yun yung na-appreciate ko sa IMG. Because of IMG, na talagang dumami na yung investments namin because nakikita ko sa iba na, hala, it's normal pala dito na marami kang investments. It's normal na hindi ka nagwe-worry sa pera. It's normal na may peace of mind ka. Diba? So, ganun. So, yung normal kasi sa community na ito, kasi yung Philippine-wise, yung normal is parang may utang ka, may babayaran ka, di ba? May problema ka. So, ang galing sa IMG kasi nakikita mo yung tao talagang they strive to become debt-free and everything else. Gumanda talaga yung buhay nila. And also to accumulate money. Aside from savings, saan ba natin nilalagay yung pang long-term savings natin? So, we make sure that we put it in investment vehicles na malaki yung tubo, na exponential, na compounding, hindi lang sa ilalim ng unan natin, or, di ba? So we'll learn more about that later. And of course, how to protect our money. Right now, we are working hard, no? Maybe all of us here are active income earners, no? We work for money. We wake up every day to go to work or go to our business to earn active income, to support our family. Right? So we must be our own financial educator. So we must learn we must understand how money works and how to make money work for us. So while we earn active income, kasi malakas pa tayo ngayon, kasi darating yung time, di ba, na hindi na tayo malakas, magre-retiro na tayo. So dapat yung naitabi natin, marami na. Nag-earn na tayo ng passive niyan, meaning money works for us na. We live on interest. Right? Say, siguro, goal mo, mag-retire ka ng 50, 40 ba, or 60, depende. Kasi yung nag-determine naman ng retirement is hindi naman yung age, di ba? But yung impok, yung pera na naipon mo. Kung magkano, kung magsasuffice na ba siya sa coming years ahead for your retirement. right? So make sure that you're not only earning active income, but you are also able to save and invest the active income that you have right now. Okay, so we'll know more about that here. So we have key financial concepts that we need to learn and understand. So your financial literacy journey starts here. So we'll discuss financial concepts na very powerful. Ito talaga yung nakapagbuka sa akin dati kasi hindi ko to alam. Hindi ako aware. I was 30 years old na ako noon nang nag-join ako sa IMG, and 35 na ako ngayon. Hindi ko ito alam dati. Nag-i-invest na nga ako dati. Meron din akong life insurance, pero hindi ako aware na yung nakuha ko na life insurance is mali for me. Kasi hindi nga ako financially educated. So let's proceed with the first concept. So ano pa tong the X-curve concept? So hindi ito yung X na iniwan ka at sinaktan. Ito yung pinaka-importanting X sa buhay natin. So you can see here money line, or a line that's going up, the green line, and the responsibility line, which is the red line, it's going down, right, as you can see. So nag-cross siya. Kaya siya tinatawag na X-curve. And then at the bottom, you would see our timeline. So usually nagsistart tayo magtrabaho after mga 20s tayo, after we graduate, no, or mid-20s, and then we stop until we retire, mga 60, ganyan, ano. So ito yung timeline natin. So as we tread through life, no, ito yung X-curve, situation ng X-curve natin. And dapat pala, no, when nagsisimula pa tayo, so it means konti pa yung income natin, konti pa din yung ipon natin, because mataas pa yung responsibility natin dito. Baka bago pa lang tayo nagsimula ng family. So maraming responsibilidad. Shelter, food, education ng kids, what else? Tawag nito? Transportation and what have you. So ang taas-taas ng responsibilidad at konti pang ang ipon natin. So ang goal natin is habang tumatanda tayo, dapat yung money line natin umaakyat, meaning tumataas yung ipon natin kasi darating yung time na magre-retire na tayo, di ba? Hindi siya dapat baliktad. And then, while umaakyat yung money line natin, definitely, yung responsibility natin bababa. Kasi ito yung sasalo sa ating responsibility. Right? So, kung makikita nyo dito, what if, may mga what ifs kasi tayo in life, what if I die too soon? And marami pa tayong responsibility. Maliliit pa yung mga anak ko, magsa-school pa yan di ba? Tapos, hindi pa tapos sample nabayad yung bahay mo. Tapos, kung ano pang mga responsibilities mo. So, there should be life insurance that would, sasalo sa responsibility na ito. Okay? So, it solves what if I die too soon. So, yung mga anak mo, they can continue their education. You can fulfill the dreams that you have for them. Sample to have them study in good universities because you got life insurance, instant money na iniwan sa kanila. So hindi sila part ng mga yung nakikita natin sa mga teleserye or mga drama na naghirap kasi iniwan, yung solution lang pala is life insurance, di ba? And then, so habang tumatanda tayo, so umaakyat na yung ipon natin, automatic yung responsibility line bababa kasi dito, graduate na yung anak natin, magkakapamilya na sila ng kanila. So ikaw, separate ka na, so dapat ikaw, financial independent na din. So mataas na yung ipon mo, and this time, live on interest ka na. Okay? So, ang question dito is, what if hindi ka nakapag-ipon? Ano mangyayari? So, baka maging burden ka sa family mo. Yung family mo yung mga anak mo bago pa lang nagkapamilya, and they have like huge dreams for their kids also because they also have their responsibilities then na, and ikaw wala kang ipon, so they'd be really obliged to help you kasi hindi ka nag-ipon. So, dapat talaga mag-ipon tayo para hindi na natin, instead na maging burden tayo sa mga anak natin by then, maging blessing tayo instead sa mga apo natin. Kasi every time we get money or kahit binibigyan tayo ng anak natin ng pera, sample may pamilya na sila, kung matanda na tayo, that means we are taking money from our grandkids. Kasi yung fund na yan, pwede na yun ma-fund for the dreams of the grandkids. Okay? And hindi din tayo sure na financially okay sila yung mga anak natin later on. So make sure na we have ipon so that we won't outlive our retirement. Okay? And the next concept is the rule of 72. So what is rule of 72? It's called the power of compounding interest. So we have a constant number here, 72, divided by the ROI, or the rate of return. So there's a famous person, Albert Einstein, na nagsabi kung ano ka-powerful yung compounding interest. So sabi niya, compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. So sa dinami-dami, di ba, we have 7 wonders of the world, like, and di ba, Tower of Babylon, na marami, Pyramid of Egypt. So talagang tinapat niya yung compounding interest as man's invention dun sa yun na yun, So very powerful siya. Sabi pa niya, he who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays for it. Ano ibig sabihin nun? So, he who understands, meaning nag-i-invest na nag-i-invest. So, nag-earn siya ng pera. And he who doesn't pays for it. Sample, loan ka ng loan or utang ka ng utang. That's money working against you. No, hindi ka makakapag-build ng saktong ipon or wealth because there's a huge interest that's pulling you back because it's utang, right? So ito yung formula, 72 divided by the ROI is equals to the number of years it will take for a given fund to double. So sample, may pera tayo ngayon, di ba? Saan ba yung pera natin nakalagay? Kung may ipon tayo ngayon, saan po ba ito? You can participate po. Feel free to chat in. Saan po ba yung pera natin nilalagay? Sa bangko ba? Sa ilalim ba ng unan? Or sa piggy bank ba natin? Saan ba tayo comfortable ilagay yung pera natin ngayon? Okay, sabi ni Porsche, sa bank. Yes, sa bank. Okay, may iba pa po ba? So say, sa bank po, alright, kung sa bank po natin ilalagay yung pera natin, bank or co-op, yes. So magkano sa savings sa bank? Thank you, Irish, Ruth, and Porsche. Thank you for sharing. So following question ko pala, yes, magkano ba yung interest rate sa bank? Para i-divide natin sa 72. Do you know? 6%? Are you sure? Irish? 6% sa bank? 1.5. Okay, so yes, 1% or less, 0.675. Right? So we have an assignment, no? So we can check our SOAs or statement of accounts. Check kung magkano yung interest sa bank natin. Kasi so far, ang alam ko sa Pilipinas, yung interest rate sa banks is less than 1%. We get 0.25, 0.15, even 0.10. Right? And there are digital banks na ngayon, maganda kasi nag-o-offer ng mas malaki, like IMG and CIMB, right? But if you would go to the traditional banks like what we have right now, it is less than 1%. And if we would compute that, say sabihin na lang natin 1% yung interest ni bank, so 72 divided by 1 is equals to 72 years, right? So example, I'm 20 years old and I put my money in the bank. I have say for example 10,000. So kailan siya dodoble nga? After 72 years. So 92 years old pa ako, saka siya dodoble. Now makakapag-intay ba tayo ng ganun? Right? So yun, So that's the bank. Now, what if nilalagay mo yung pera mo sa mga legal vehicles din na nagkapagbibigay ng sample 4%. So 72 divided by 4 is equals to 18. Money doubles every 18 years. So mas mabuti kasi parang may enjoy ko pa ito. Buhay pa ako nito. And example, I am 20 years old and I have 100,000. But mind you, investing right now, you can start at 1,000 pesos lang. Alright, so pwedeng-pwede. So for the sake of example, we have 100,000 here. So after 18 years, kasi 18 years nagdoble, meron na akong 200,000. And because nagko-compound siya another 18 years, dodoble pati yung hindi lang yung principal ko but pati yung interest ano. So we have 400,000 na. So wala akong ginawa but because I have 4% na interest rate, nilagay ko siya doon. After when I turned 56, I already have 400,000. Now, what if I put it in an investment vehicle na nakapagbibigay ng 8%? So 72 divided by 8 is equals to 9 years. So much better kasi mas maiksi yung oras na tutubo siya. So money doubles every 9 years. So sample, I'm 20 years old, same age, I put 100,000. After 9 years, 200, another 9 years, 400, so on and so forth, naging 1.6 million siya. So, di ba, relatively malaki yung difference? That's 1.2. I did not do anything. It's just that iba yung nilagyan ko ng pera ko, ibang investment vehicle. Okay? And what if sa 12%, ito yung standard natin na pinakamalaki, ano, na legal dito. Although it can go high, but this is the average that we give. So 72 divided by 12 is equals to 6 years. So mas maiksi, doble na yung pera ko. So sample, kung sa bangko, yung 10,000 ko, kung 12% pa yung binibigay ng bangko, but hindi naman, dati, yung mga panahon pa ni lolo't lola natin, 12%. Pero ngayon, hindi nga enough para ma-outpace yung inflation rate, 'di ba? So luging-lugi tayo. Maganda yung bangko again for emergency funds but not for our long-term goals kasi una, may inflation na ibibit natin. Pangalawa, may tax pa yan na ibabawas. Okay? So, right? So kung dito tayo sa 12%, so mas mabilis, right? So 100,000 ko naging 200 after 6 years lang. So on and so forth, naging 6.4. So kung titingnan nyo, times 4 siya dito sa 8% and times 10 naman dito sa 12%. So ang galing, ano? So just because we have the knowledge, meaning, di ba, yung sabi ko kanina na dapat mataas yung financial IQ natin para alam natin saan ilagay yung pera natin, ano? Depende sa goal natin para alam natin kung dito ba or dito or dito. Wag lang sa scam. Pag may lumapit sa iyo and sabihan kang dodoble yung pera mo 3 months from now, aba, scam yun kasi ito yung mga standard na legal. Okay? Kaya wag tayong magpapa-scam at wag tayong mang-scam. Okay? All right. So, and the third one, ating financial concept is solid financial foundation. So, what is solid financial foundation? So, just like building a house, right? When we build a house, we always start from the ground up. So, it's the same with our financial house. Dapat from the ground up then. So, as you can see, yung pinaka-foundation is healthcare. And yung pangalawa is protection or life insurance. Pangatlo is debt elimination. Pang-apat is emergency fund. And last na po yung investments. Baka po nandito kayo sa class na ito because you're very interested to invest, which is good, really good. But we have to know the order, para hindi rin disaster yan later on. Kasi kadalasan sa atin mga Filipino, yun nga, very attracted tayo ng investments. Yung nangyayari, kung may bulk of money tayo, invest agad tayo, bili tayo ng property, ng lupa, or minsan invest sa stocks or sa mutual funds even, and what have you, without realizing na wala tayong emergency fund. So, come emergency, wala kang emergency fund kasi nilagay mo lahat sa investment, ano mangyayari? Sample, yung lupa mo, binili mo para nga investment later on, ay emergency. So, ibibenta mo kasi nagmamadali ka at a lower price tuloy. Right? At yung stocks, sample nag-stocks ka, sample ngayon pandemic at yung market nating mababa, wala kang emergency fund, so magre-redeem ka ng stocks mo, lugi-lugi ka. Right? So, dapat mayroon tayong emergency fund before tayo mag-invest, right? And before pa mag-emergency fund, dapat matry natin na kung pwede, walang utang talaga, sabi pa nga ng mentor ko, kasi may nag-argue dito na may good debt at bad debt. So, sabi niya, there is no such thing as good debt. Kahit sa Bible nga, di ba, never did it say there na maganda yung debt. Maraming verse sa Bible, pero always na masama ang debt. It's not good for us. Alright? So, maganda yung pakiramdam siguro na gumising ka ng 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 morning na wala kang iniisip na utang, para yung focus mo is sa present and then sa future na lang So ayun, so ano yung nangyayari ngayon so kung walang emergency fund, ayun na, nagkaka-emergency loan, right? So kailangan may emergency fund. So ayun and at the bottom you would see here two things na very important common cause ng bankruptcy ng mga Filipino. So number one is protection, excuse me. And what is protection means life insurance. If you're a breadwinner, make sure that you have life insurance for your family. So the purpose of protection or life insurance is not for you, of course, but for our family. Kasi sabi nga nila, uh, hindi ko naman madadala yan sa hukay. Ba't ako magkukuha ng life insurance? Of course, tayo, kung mamamatay tayo, yung mga pamilya natin, patuloy naman yung mabubuhay. So, anong iiwan mo? Utang o legacy, no? O mainiwan kang life insurance. Hindi mo sila bibigyan ng sakit ng ulo, right? And at the bottom is healthcare. Buhay pa tayo ito. So, dapat meron tayong healthcare kasi ito yung pinaka-common na cause ng bankruptcy ng every Filipino family, right? Kung wala kang healthcare, wala, bagsak lahat ito. Magkakautang tayo, isang sakit lang sa pamilya, magkakautang tayo, yung emergency funds mo madidrain, yung investments mo mariredeem mo lahat yan. Diba? Dami nating kakilalang nabenta yung mga properties, isang sakit lang, benta yung properties kasi walang healthcare. Kaya andito talaga siya sa bottom. Okay, so ito yung order again ha. Make sure you try to have a financial check-up right now with yourself. Kumusta ba yung foundation ko? Kumusta yung healthcare mo? May healthcare ka na ba? Is it long term or short term or both? Maganda kung both, 'di ba? Baka yung healthcare mo ngayon is ngayon lang while you are employed. Alright? But what if we get old? Diyan pa naman madami yung mga sakit, di ba? And then protection, may life insurance ka na ba? Wala na bang mga utang? Or are you doing your best to eliminate your debts right now? Emergency fund, may emergency fund ba tayo? And of course, investments. Okay? So andito siya mismo sa harap ng libro. Actually, yung foundation, hindi siya secret, no? Andiyan siya mismo sa harap. So, ito lang talaga yung tatandaan mo para malaman mo if you are right track ng iyong finances. Marami kasi sa atin, ito kung pupunta tayo sa mga investment vehicles na, so itatakol natin, saan ba natin ilalagay kung knowing those concepts right now, saan ba natin sila ilalagay, para sa saktong investment vehicle para ma-protect natin sila, para mapalago natin sila. So, these are the investment vehicles that we need to learn. So, ito na nga, kung investment tayo, punta tayo ng stock market or mutual funds. We have two kinds, so solid or liquid. Solid, yung mga nakikita natin, yung tawag nito, bahay, sasakyan, kung bought in cash, But meron tayong tinatawag na liquid, which is anytime pwede nating makuha, yung sa stock market, sa mutual funds, right, sa bangko. Now, we don't recommend na mag-solid ka without liquid kasi yun nga, mabibenta mo yung properties mo imbis na mag-appreciate yung value later on, wala kasi emergency, right? So, now, sa liquid investments, meron tayong tinatawag na direct at indirect. So, ano yung direct? Direct is ikaw mismo. So, you got to have the time, lots of time, skill, and lots of money to invest in direct stock market. So, ito yung ikaw mismo yung bibili ng shares nila Ayala, nila SM, ni GMA, right? Ni PAL. And meron din tayong mutual funds which is managed na siya. Meaning, meron ng fund manager na nagmamanage. And yung fund managers, these are what they do all their lives. They're economists. So, they're, of course, better than us. So, mahirap yung, I just invest in mutual funds. Hindi na ako nag-stock market. I have more peace of minds na ganito. And I'm trying to check sa mga kakilala ko, yung mga nag-invest sa mutual funds, they are multimillionaires right now. Yung mga nag-discipline talaga, while yung mga nagsa-stock market, kasi minsan pasikat lang na nagsa-stock market, ngayon, struggling kasi walang discipline. So yung sikreto lang talaga in any investing is discipline, and you have to have a goal and the discipline to achieve that goal. So vehicle lang po yung ating mga investment vehicles like stock market and mutual funds. So we cannot discuss everything about mutual funds, but we have a whole many more classes about this. You can join them anytime. Ito is very basic lang ngayon, since this is an orientation. So what is a mutual fund? No, so it allows you to earn what the wealthy are earning. It's ownership of shares for long-term goals. So like may-ari tayo ng BDO, Aboitiz, right? Kasi we are shareholders. Every time we put money, for example, if you remember right now, automatic, diba, meron kang 1,000, baka nabanggit na ng kaibigan mo. So yung 1,000 mo na nabili ng shares, invested ito sa mga companies na ito. So even if you go to Jollibee and eat there, so a part of what you paid goes back to you because you're an investor. So ganyan, shop ka sa SM, investor ka, di ba? Hindi ka lang consumer. And sa statistics pa naman, 3% lang yung investors sa Philippines. The rest, 97% are mere consumers. So you try to reflect, saan ka ba nagbelong? Are you part of the 97% or the 3%? So paakyatin natin yung statistics. That's why we're doing this campaign on financial literacy. Okay? And to just to give a difference, no, ano ba yung difference ng direct at saka ng indirect? So it's just like going to, sample, you want to go to the US. Anong sasakyan mo? Paano ka pupunta doon? So stock market is just like magmamaneho ka na. Yung magpipiloto ka, mag-aral ka muna. Magpipiloto ka para pumunta ka ng US. Whereas yung mutual fund, pasahero ka, passenger ka, dadating ka pa rin ng US. So you won't go through that hassle of learning how to pilot and everything else. And we only live once. If you master that, investing, parang kailangan pa ng maraming time. And if you're just starting right now, go to diversified na investment. So nakita ko sa mga mentors natin, diversified lang talaga yung investments nila. And right now, they are multi-millionaires. So yun din lang yung fina-follow namin na mag-asawa. But of course, you can do, depende sa atin kasi iba-iba naman tayo ng gusto. But kung hindi pa nakapagsimula ng sakto, dun ka muna sa diversified para less yung risk. Kung multi-millionaire ka na, sige, punta ka mag-direct ka, ano? Kasi you can hold it for a long time sa market, ano? Okay, so punta tayo naman sa emergency fund. So, saan ba natin ilalagay yung emergency fund? So, it says here, 3 to 6 months of your monthly income saved in the bank. So, sa bangko, mabuti kasi, of course, safe siya and we can withdraw it anytime. ATM lang. Pwede ding sa bahay, pero what if masunog yung bahay natin or may magnanakaw na pumasok? So, mahirap din. So, pero depende kung saan tayo comfortable. But it says here, 3 to 6 months of our income. Kung single ka, siguro ganyan. But if you're married, mga 6 to 12 months kasi gaya ngayon na pandemic, 'di ba? Ang hirap siguro na wala kang emergency fund. And if you're one of those na laid off or affected yung trabaho, 'di ba? Mahirap siguro na wala kang emergency fund. So the more you have, the better for you, okay? And then eliminate debts. So may mga strategies tayo. So we can learn it like snowball effect, debt roll-up. So meron tayong separate class talaga nito. Sabihin mo lang yung kaibigan mo if you want to learn more about this. Kasi IMG has really helped many people become debt-free. Okay, because of these strategies. So meron tayong workbook and workshop talaga nito. Alright? And number 4 is protection. Ano ba yung protection? So life insurance. Dito natin ilalagay or dito tayo, hindi pa lalagay, kukuha tayo ng protection. And there's many types of insurances, no? May term, may whole life, VUL, endowment. So, dapat alam mo muna yun bago ka kumuha ng life insurance. And actually, you can just talk to your friend, ano ba yun? Kasi, baka kung agent yung lalapit sa'yo, ng mga life insurance companies, bentahan ka lang ng mahal na insurance product or mabentahan ka or baka tayo mismo ang lumapit tapos without us knowing, yung nakuha pala natin is hindi angkop para sa atin. Minsan, gaya dati sa akin, before IMG, nakakuha ako and I realized na I was underinsured and ang taas-taas ng charges ng nakuha ko. So it's a certain type of VUL na sikat, na insurance tawag is VUL, very sikat ngayon. So ang lalaki ng charges, yung investment part is talagang hinihila talaga siya pababa imbis na, unlike kung direct ka sa mutual funds na talagang sample, kaglagay ka ng 5,000, buong 5,000 mo talaga mabibili ng shares. Kung sa idadaan mo siya sa life insurance, talagang pulls you down. So yun ano, but anyway, know it first, know the type of insurances, and if you're a breadwinner, make sure that you have one, because it answers what if I die too soon, who will take care of my family. Again, sasalo. We recommend here term insurance kasi ito yung pinakamurang insurance. We have here level term. So that's what we have right now. For example, for me, I only pay 6,000 plus for 1 year na for a 1 million coverage dun sa isang insurance ko, which is sa MB Life. So, ang mura, di ba? 6,000 yearly for 1 million. Hindi yan tawag nito, hindi yan every month or every quarter, kasi dati binabayaran ko quarter 8,000, tapos yung coverage ko was 500,000 lang. So I was really mababa for that insurance alone. Mababa yung ano ko coverage. So that was wrong na kinuha ko. So know more about the types of insurances, attend the classes. Okay? And of course, sa baba is the healthcare. Kailangan na kailangan yung healthcare natin kasi again, common bankruptcy is healthcare. Now, may nagsasabi, Ma'am Hair, meron na naman akong health insurance sa aking life insurance. Ano yun? So, napapagkamalan nito na yun, ano, which is, kasi yung mga life insurance na offer ngayon, meron siyang riders like critical illness or in hospital income, but it doesn't mean na if ma-hospital ka, ma-admit ka na. So, kailangan siya ng down payment pa din. Unlike kung sa healthcare mismo, which is HMO, if you get hospitalized, they won't ask a down payment from you. Alright? So, malaki yung difference niyan. HMO against versus riders, ano, at saka sample sa critical illness, kung nagkasakit ka, masakit yung ulo mo, punta ka sa hospital, kailangan mo ba brain tumor talaga yan para ma-covered ka? What if sakit lang talaga sa ulo? So kung HMO yan, maka-covered ka pa din. Alright? So yan yung difference. And we have types of healthcare. One is short-term, one is senior care, and one is long-term. Talagang malaking smile ko sa long-term kasi ito yung rason kung ba't ako napunta sa IMG. So short term, very familiar tayo dito. So sa pangalan pa lang na short term, so short term siya. So yearly siya, renewable. Example nito is yung nasa tinatrabahuan natin, baka may free tayo ngayon, yung MaxiCare, IntelliCare, di ba? Free siya, and every year siya nire-renew ng company mo. At saka PhilHealth, pag hindi ka na nagbabayad, wala ka na din doon, ano? And pangalawa is senior care. Ito naman is reimbursement type. Wala din itong return of premiums. Kung hindi mo siya nagamit, hindi siya mababalik sa'yo. At saka, may participation ka na. Mahal na din ito kung matanda ka na kukuha. At what if may sakit ka na, most likely hindi ka na ma-approve. Okay, so kaya nga sinusulong namin sa IMG na bata pa tayo, nagsisave na tayo ng ating long-term care, which is the third one. Gaya ng sa mga progressive countries, if you would notice the retirees there, wala silang problema maka-afford ng caregiver or maka-afford ng mga costly na ng mga operations or surgeries or what have you, because they have saved for their long-term care. They call it HSA or health savings account. So we have that kind here in the Philippines, and this is what we really recommend for starters kasi it addresses the three major financial needs ng Filipino. So meron siyang unang-una, which is healthcare. Pangalawa is protection, which is life insurance, and third is investments. So if you have this, what you need to work on na lang is eliminate debts kung meron kayong mga utang, and emergency funds. So stack on emergency funds. All right, so we have that. The name of the product is Kaiser 3-in-1 Savings Program or Ultimate Kaiser Health Builder. So meron siyang long-term care. Long talaga. So panghabang buhay as long as my funds, and then my life insurance and investment. Kasi if hindi natin nagagamit yung ating funds, naiimpok siya. Right? Kahit nagagamit pero may naiiwan naman, naiimpok and nagko-compound so that we can use it during our retirement year. So ano ba ito, no? So yung Kaiser 3-in-1, you just save for 7 years. After saving, stop ka na mag-save. kahit gusto mo pang mag-save, ipapastop ka na ni Kaiser. So stop ka na mag-save and you receive a certificate of full payment and you get to have your Visa card, Kaiser Visa card kasi dyan ilalagay yung fund mo just in case kailangan mo. And nagmamature siya after 20 years. So there's a waiting period after 7 years to 20th year. So example dito, si Juan, nag-save siya ng isang plan ng Kaiser called K100 plan. And for annual, it's 58,821. If this is monthly, it's 5,882. Nag-annual siya siguro kasi gusto niya makasave ng 2 months kasi if annualized, save siya ng 2 months. So 7 years lang siya ng save, meron na siyang 411,000. Okay, 7 years. Ito yung nalagay niya lahat kasi 58 times 7 is 411. Okay, so ano ba yung meron dito sa saving period natin? So while nagtatrabaho tayo ngayon, meron tayong coverage o wala man sa ating kampanyang tinatrabahuan or sa government, make sure na nag-iimpok ka na for your retirement year. So while nag-iimpok tayo, meron tayong healthcare benefits. One is annual physical examination benefit, free. So every year, during the 7 years, meron tayong free APE. Dental, sample prophylaxis, tsaka bunot, yung ganun, simple extraction and simple pasta. Room and board kung hospital. Tapos meron tayong yearly benefit limit of 60,000. Depende po sa plan na kukunin natin. Basic medical health benefits. And then I'd like to give an example to this 6 and 7. No? So waiver of installment due to death and credit life, or waiver of installment and premiums due to total and permanent disability. So I really like this feature kasi ito na witness ko na talaga. One of my members passed away last year and she's pretty young, 27 years old pa siya. And at the prime of her career sa DPWH, and at the same time naglo-law siya, third year na siya ng law. But sadly talagang na-dengue siya and hindi talaga siya nag-survive from dengue. And at that time, 11 months pa lang siya nakapag-pay ng Kaiser niya. So, ang nangyari na yung family niya, yung husband, naka-receive ng life insurance value. And then, ito, waiver of installment due to death. So, yung plan niya, instead na 7 years, na-considered paid in full yung 7 years and na-transfer siya to the beneficiary. So, waive na yung babayaran tapos na-transfer pa sa husband. So, fully paid na. So, si husband na later on yung makakapag receive ng maturity value, yung tubo and everything else. So, nakita ko talaga na ang galing, So, kung sa ang estado man siguro ng buhay, ma-address yung financial need. So, yun, And then, term life insurance, sabi ko kanina may na-receive silang life insurance si husband aside from the transfer of the policy. And then if accident yung cause, sample na aksidente, nabangga ng sasakyan or whatever, double yung amount. So from 450, another 450, so naging 900,000 siya for this plan, and family assistance. Okay, now after paying for 7 years, what happens? So, nakapag-save na tayo. So, you receive again the certificate of full payment and Visa card. So, ito na, healthcare benefits. So, mayroon na tayong 10% annual health benefit. So, nagsisimula nang tumubo yung pera natin along with the bonuses. So, outpatient, inpatient, kahit maternity, pwede natin ma-avail. At saka pre-existing, dreaded diseases. And then, may mga computations na dito, But that if you would total it, by the 20th year, yung pera mo magiging 1.1 million na. So, guaranteed you have 1 million if you save for K100 plan. Now, what if you're 42? Kasi ito, maaga to nagsimula si Juan, di ba? So, after 20 years, 42, baka hindi pa niya to need. Anong gagawin niya? Baka iwan lang niya muna sa Kaiser kasi baka di ba, IMG siya. So, most likely, nag-invest talaga yan sa mutual funds. So, marami pa siyang pera, hindi pa niya to kailangan, ilalaan niya to sa kanyang, pag magkasakit talaga siya, pagtanda niya. And then, what if IMG member talaga siya and she's active in the career, So, kumikita siya ng weekly na income. So, hindi niya to kailangan. So, iniwan niya muna ito and pagdating ng 60 niya, yung pera niya wala siyang ginawa pa rin, same lang yung 7 years na nilagay niya, meron na siyang 6.4 million. And pagdating niya ng 65, meron na siyang 10.4 million. So sapat na ba ito? Ano, kung sample mag-angioplasty tayo, magkasakit tayo sa heart, ngayon nga yung sakit sa heart, yung angioplasty, I think 1 million na. Meron ba tayo agad-agad nun? Or yung pauutangin pa natin yung pamilya natin kasi wala tayong long-term care. Right? So, make sure na by the time ng pagtanda natin, meron tayong long-term care. Diba? Baka tanungin tayo ng anak natin, mati ka kumuha noon, meron namang long-term care. So, so magdisiplina tayo and really do our best na makapag-impact for our long-term care. So, yun, I hope that helps and be part of our community. Now, hindi enough na meron tayong knowledge about concepts and strategies, so we need to take action. Sabi pa nga ni Brother Bo Sanchez, knowledge without action is just like entertainment. So, parang wala din siya. And take action now. So, paano ba, no? How to take action? So, become a member of IMG. So, this is what I did 4 years ago. So, nagpa-member ako and right now we have Fidelity, which is the micro insurance, and that costs 6,000 lang. Ano ba yung 6,000? Bibili mo lang yan ng lechon, papakain mo sa mga tao or ano, di ba? 2 meals outside kung wala pang pandemic. And I mean, for the family, right? So, 6,000 lifetime. So, lifetime enrollment to financial education classes. When we say financial education classes, the mentors natin, sila Brother Bo, sila Rex Mendoza. These are people na yung caliber sa finances, mga financial guru na ito, and we learn from them. Free financial checkup. So every time we don't have money, paano ba to increase cash flow? If marami tayong pera, paano ba to protect? We can always approach a mentor. And then meron ng 100,000 na personal accident insurance, 50,000 na memorial benefits, and free eye checkup and frames. Ito favorite to ng mama ko kasi yung mama ko, syempre, 50 na siya, 50 plus, and because of this, nakakapag-avail siya twice a year ng glasses, nag-renew, nag-change siya. Kasi meron naman tayong free na dalawa. So, yung each frame costs around 3,500. So, kung dalawa, meaning 7,000 yung nasi-save niya every year, right? So, yun. And then, mutual fund account with 1,000 initial benefit. Ito yung parang patok na patok ngayon kung bakit maraming nagpapa-member, especially because the stock market sa mutual funds right now is very low, no, yung prices natin. So kung yung 1,000 mo, sample ibili mo sa Solivo, more than 1,000 shares na yan. Right? And what if after the pandemic, umakyat na yan, naging 10,000, I mean, yung less than 1 peso, umakyat ng 1 peso, 2 pesos. So, lalaki yung value ng pera mo. Right? So, put and put ka na lang, top up ka ng top up. So, automatic na meron kang mutual fund. Ang galing kasi, hindi na siya mahirap dati when I started. Talagang paper pa. At ang dami ng forms. Hanggang ngayon, meron pa ako nun. So, kung mag-add ka paper. Pero gustong-gusto ko yung sa Divo kasi transaction na lang online, wala nang paper. Save the environment pa, di ba? So, ayun. And then, access to dominate online marketing tools. So, meron tayong dominate na tinatawag. And this costs around 30 to 40,000 kung independent mo siyang kukunin. Kung example, gusto mong matuto about marketing online. Kasi usong-uso ngayon, lahat nasa bahay. Kung magbe-business ka, maganda kung andyan ka online, right? So, dito, free na siya. Hindi ka magbabayad ng 40,000 monthly kasi IMG has that in store for you. And of course, discounts on courses, car, and property purchases. So maraming nagpapa-member din kasi bibili lang ng sasakyan. And dito, if bibili ka, lahat ng brand, wala yung middleman. So you save a lot of money. Right? So may kilala kaming bumili ng Ford Everest. Yung na-save niya is around 150,000. Again, yung middleman yung mawawala. Okay? So, kung gusto mong malaman more about that, just ask for your friend. And then what we recommend talaga is the associate membership. Kasi, aside from the membership, by the way guys, yung membership, ni Piso, hindi mag-earn yung yung friend mo nito. Baka isipin mo, baka ini-invite ako ni friend kasi, ganyan. So, hindi to networking where kung magpa-member ka, merong kita yung kaibigan mo. So, the membership is solely for your benefit. So, kami dito, nag-earn kami sa mga partner companies natin. Sila yung nagbibigay ng commissions. Right? One of them is Kaiser. So, yes. So, the second one is associate membership, which means IMG membership, Fidelity yung micro-insurance, and then K100 monthly. Yung kanina na example natin na K100, so automatic meron ka ng K100 na initial. So ano yung nadagdag? So instead of 100,000, meron ka ng 1 million na personal accident insurance. And then instead na 50,000, meron ka ng 500,000 na memorial benefits. Yung retirement mo, assured ka na with 1.1 million um, uh, na additional. And then meron kang career as a financial educator. Kung gustong-gusto mo sumali sa campaign namin, please do so kasi kailangan talaga ng financial educators yung Pilipinas. And 'di ba? Ngayon na pandemic, ang daming naghihirap. A lot of financial institutions like insurances pride themselves of being in the industry for what more than a century. But look at the Philippines, lahat ba? Marami bang may insurance? 'Di ba? Ko konti lang kasi hindi nag-educate. So they're mere sellers ng financial products, not educators. And may quota sila na maintain. Tayo dito wala. So dito lang talaga is to share, and to share is to really care because you want your friends, your family to be to achieve financial freedom too. So ayun ano. And then brokerage business, when you're a member, it's just like you're a brokerage. We can represent many companies, okay? And rewards like plaques, watch, ito yung Rolex na watch na bigay ni IMG when you you are able to help certain number of people. So marami silang rewards, talagang napakaganda kasi the more you help, lalaki pa yung income mo, marami pang taong natulungan, tapos marami pang rewards for you. Okay, that's why, sa IMG, I was able to quit talaga yung job ko a year after I joined. Tapos yung husband ko naman, last year nakapag-stop na din. So right now, we are full-time parents and full-time IMG advocates. Right, so if you're a member, if you're an associate, you can increase cash flow by becoming an entrepreneur. So hindi tayo employee dito, no? We are entrepreneurs kasi you are your own business. But you are here by yourself, for yourself, but not by yourself. Of course, we have IMG system to really help us. So if so you're a member, no? So you get to access all of these companies. So sample kung may mga kakilala tayong agent ng real estate. So real estate lang talagang mabebenta nila, no? And dito sa IMG, bibigatin pa Ayala, DMCI, but mostly talaga ng member dito just because they want to avail for themselves. Sample, bili sila ng condo property, they save a lot because member sila ng IMG, like 100,000 plus ganon. Ano? But what we're really pushing right now is the Kaiser, yung healthcare nga, kasi di ba magsasolve siya sa financial foundation. So Kaiser yung partner natin, we have Ozone, De Los Reyes. Sa life insurance naman, we have Manila Bankers, Fidelity Life, yung micro insurance. And then sa investments naman, we have got Ramver as our distributor, and we have these mutual fund companies. These are the best performing mutual fund companies in the Philippines. So you can have all of these, you can invest in all of these mutual fund companies. So ako din, nagsimula lang sa Philippine dati. Tapos yun nga, because of the environment, talagang na-encourage ka to save more, and it's good, and ganda ng pakiramdam na unti-unti na-achieve mo yung goals mo kasi nga may vehicles ka na for them. So lahat ng ito. And then my trade, if you want to do direct stock trading, so pwede din, nandito din sa IMG, but we don't really like push this kasi alam nga natin, di ba, yung solid financial foundation. Right? May sikat din na tawag nito, na broker ng stocks ngayon, and a lot of people are really attracted to it, and kinukumpira nila sa IMG, which is IMG, yung part na yun, it's just ito lang na part ng IMG, and we have a lot more. So hindi mo siya talaga makakompare. And then marami pa insurances, wealth preservation, and other services. Ang maganda dito is kung member ka and you want to do the career side as a financial educator, wala tayong quota. Hindi na kung sample, ngayon naging marketing director ka and hindi mo, may nangyari sa family, emergency, hindi ka talaga nakapag produce, ganon. So, the following month or the following year, hindi ka matatanggal, ano? Iyong-iyo yan. So, wala tayong quota dito. But because you'd be compelled sa advocacy ng IMG, you'd really be doing it. Like ako, I did that. I never stopped. So, since I joined, I never stopped sharing because I really feel na it's very important. Starting sa family ko dati, yung yearning ko lang dati is that mas stop na yung yung loan mentality kasi I'm a child of both government employees. Yung papa ko policeman, yung mama ko teacher. So alam niyo naman sa government, 'di ba, yung mentality is loan, loan, loan kung may kailangan. So napaayos yung bahay namin dati, loan na yung pag-school ko ng college, although hindi siya that pricey, pero loan kasi babiyahe pa ng Cebu, ganon. So, dito ko na-realize sa IMG na pwede palang hindi mag-loan. Nasanay lang pala tayo na mag-loan. So, shinare ko siya kila mama, and si mama naka-realize din, and doon nag-stop na din siya nag-loan. And ang ganda-ganda kasi ngayon, yung buong sweldo niya nakukuha na niya, yung na-enjoy na niya, hindi na yung maraming bawas, 'di ba? Kasi dati naglo-loan lang kasi may bibilhin na hindi naman talaga need. So, ang ganda ng pakiramdam. At tsaka sila nakapag-start na din ng long-term care nila 4 years ago. So, no, yung peace, meron ng less worries, di ba? Kasi they're growing old, and syempre yung worry mo is baka sila magkasakit, paano, saan tayo kukuha ng fund, ganon. So, may sasalo na din na Kaiser na long-term care. And they're also sharing their sa mga teachers, sa mga policemen. So, ang ganda-ganda ng pakiramdam na just because you want them to make less financial mistakes, nag-ripple na hindi lang kay mama, sa maraming tao din. And maybe you're here also right now because you're invited by your friend, diba, who wants to just share, just like me, no? So, dadami pa tayo dito. Remember that our goal is to achieve 30 million by 2030. So yun na, no? So just dito sa IMG may tinatawag tayong system for us to make us successful. So just follow the system and run the system. You can get to join this class once you're a member already. And then di ba tayo organization, and maraming organizations who depends on charity. So dito sa IMG walang charity, walang nagbibigay sa atin ng pera. So how are we sustainable? So we sustain our mission by earning commissions from our partner companies. So ito yung mangyayari, ano? Once you remember, di ba, you joined and own, meaning you're an associate, you have your own Kaiser program, and then you share. The moment you start sharing, the moment you influence your family, your friends to also save, sample for long-term care, you earn commissions. So yung cost nun is, di ba, sample for K100, it's 12382. This one assures a million after maturity period. So sample, you are able to help 5 of your friends to become to join IMG also to the community, and to save for long-term care. So you get to earn na 5882. Ano? So magsasuffice na ito sa savings na kailangan mo for your K100. And yun, nagre-ripple na lang, no? What if you can help 10 friends more? Yung friend ng friend mo, nag-help din ng another 5 friends, right? So, aakyat din yung contracts mo dito until 47%. By the third month nga, pwede ka nang makapag-earn ng 55,000, no, in a month. Kasi you're able to care for your friends, you're able to share. Yung iba natatakot mag-share kasi baka daw, kasi nga insurance. So, hindi ganun, ano. So, nagsishare nga tayo ng magandang pelikula sa Netflix, ano, na wala tayong income. Tapos, minsan sayang lang ng oras natin. But dito, we are really able to change lives. Ano? So, ano ba yung magagawa ng 55,000 na extra sa'yo? Baka it can pay off your debts, or it can add to your savings, or it can add to your investments, to your emergency fund ba, right? So, malaking-malaki. So, IMG helps us to sustain our savings also and to earn. So, what happened to me? Di ba? Nasusustain niya yung savings ko dati, and until na let go ko yung job ko. And right now, this is what I do. I just do the mission of IMG. I really feel that this is a need ng community. And what I like about this is what you offer is something that would really make a person rich. Kasi marami namang mga businesses out there, benta ka ng kahit anong mga produkto. Makaka-help ba talaga sa kanila? I tried also real estate 2016 then, and maganda din yung kita, but you know, parang 'di ba yung bebentahan mo most of the time maglo-loan pa para pambayad sa bahay. So I didn't like it na magkakautang yung friend ko, kaya I did not pursue it. I chose IMG because lahat ng mapapapasok mo talaga dito, ipon, positive yung growth, hindi yung negative, hindi magkakautang. And what we do instead is to help them become debt free. Okay, so yun. So please approach your friend and have yourself registered here sa ating campaign. Write your names, your email, and then your mobile. And then meron tayong Data Protection Act sa baba nito. Every information that you put here will not be shared because si IMG is very compliant sa government. Okay? And sana manalo kayo ng iPad din, ano? So, right. So, welcome in advance to our community. Together, let us achieve our dreams. My name again is Hera in Facebook. You can add me, and you have here my details. You can get them, and you can ask me. But if you have your inviter with you, ask your inviter. No, work together with your friend to achieve financial freedom. So, I'll just leave you with a quote na palaging sinasabi ng mentor ko. So, financial independence daw is not a dream, it's a decision. So, decide now, act now. Wag nang mag-procrastinate. Change your life now. Become a member now or become better, become an associate. So, yun lang po. I see a chat here. Baka may question kayo. Wala. Oh, thank you. All right, so thank you then so much for lending your time to me for an hour, right? And I hope you have a great day, and yung hindi pa nakapag-lunch, sana makapag-lunch na. Thank you po. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because our mission to financially educate people is limitless. We keep no boundaries to share and spread our advocacy to the families who are in need.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because I was encouraged and motivated to help more families and prevent them from becoming a victim of a scam.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because I was able to teach my co-teachers the importance of saving money for their future and their retirement.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because this has inspired me to uplift the image of the teachers that we are not always a victim of loan sharks, but we can also be financially educated and become financial educators as well.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because it has taught me to build a solid financial foundation, which I can't wait to share with more families in the future.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because I was able to share the knowledge of financial independence to people.
I'm a proud IMG campaigner because this changed my life from a domestic helper to a financial educator.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because I was able to touch lives through this campaign and transport people to where they ought to be.
I am a proud IMG campaigner because it's amazing to bring financial knowledge to people and guide them towards a debt-free life.